Aloha! Welcome to my channel. My name is Darren and my ham radio call sign is N4VFR. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to modify the power connector to replace the Molex on the Yaesu FT-891. I'm going Yaesu ecosystem. Ta-da! These are some of the tools I'll be using. I have the wire strippers over here, various types of terminals. I have the power pole crimper, and these are the, I believe these are 30 amp power pole connections, and this is the modification that was 3D printed. It's going to replace the Molex that's associated or connected to the back of the Yaesu FT-891, and I would like to thank Mike, KG2 Mike, for providing this for me. Thank you very much, Mike. This tool that I'm using here, this will be the tool that I use. It's from this brand here, Strebrito. Here we just got snips and some pliers if I need it. Regular multimeter to test continuity. This is here is my push to talk. I'm not going to need it. It just happens to be there. My push to talk switch. Oh, I made this last night. This is a 30 amps. I'll leave some links in the description on where I purchased this. The thing is, they only had red and red, so I had to make sure that red is positive on both ends. That's going to be inline, and like for example, this end will plug into the FT-891 and the other end will connect to my extended power pole 10 amp wires, and that's what I have there. It's a 10 amp wire and my coffee that I need. Hey guys, before we start, if you're new to my channel and you came here because you did a search on how to do modification on the Yaesu FT-891, the power mod, please like, subscribe to my channel. It motivates me to make more videos for you guys, and it helps my channel out a lot. Now back to the video. I have the base unit oriented upside down with the back end towards you. The Molex is to the left. So let me remove all of 8 screws. So I'm just gonna lift it straight up. I'm using the tilt stand to lift it, and then I just raise it straight up. I want to give thanks to Jason before we continue. His call sign is N0BOY. So he came up with this idea of replacing the Molex on the Yaesu FT-891 to convert it into utilizing the power poles. Thank you very much for this huge improvement. It's very important here to look and confirm before you take it apart that we're looking at the bottom of the radio with the Molex towards the left, and positive is to the left and negative on the right. And the terminals are labeled, and how to remove this is on the sides right here. You would have to squeeze on both sides. You got to pinch these ends down together on both ends, and then it will slide inside. That's how do you remove it. See how I just pinched that one side, and I'm just going to use my needle nose to pinch the other side. And now it's going to pull out. Pull out, I mean in a good way. There it is. I'm not going to destroy this or reuse this in any way, because in the event if I want to put it back to normal for any reason, whether if I need to ship it back for repairs, you know, this is going to void your warranty. And I don't have any warranties because I bought this second hand, unless I go back to the original owner and then use his name and address, and then just drop ship it from my location. But that's the whole reason, is to keep this Molex for future use. And I'm upgrading it. I'm going to use 10 gauge wires. So there's a few people that use 14 gauge. Kudos. Yes, it's going to work. But I'm going to decide to go heavy duty. I'm just going to, I don't know, eyeball it. I'm going to go a little long first. I'm just going to go a little long and then cut what I need. You don't want it too long because there's not much room in that compartment. My little girl likes doing the splits. I should show her about this. We're going to do the splits on these wires. .30 amps. So that's what I'll be using. It's all ready to go. Just eyeball it. It's really hard to work because I have the camera right next to me. I'm just showing you for entertainment purposes only. Do this at your own risk, folks, for real. So it's always good to have a little extra. You see, I got a lot of extra room. I'm just going to test fit it, okay? So it goes in the hole. Okay, so it's going down now. You see how the flush that is? So it goes into the grooves on both sides of the power pole. What I'm going to do now with this in place is I'm going to measure out where I need to cut and to insert the lugs, the terminal lugs on here. So that gives me a good idea. And it's really short, I'm telling you. There's no wiggle room. So what I can do is I can bend it down and then make it into an S turn like this. So I have a little bit of play with it. You see, like that? Push it down in and then come across. Just like that. And see where I'm going to cut it. So I got to crimp it. I'm going to give it a little bit more room. So I'm just going to cut it right about there on both. Let's do it to it. Let's do the red first. What I'm going to do also, since there's a gap in there, I'm going to fill it with some solder. Alright, let's test fit this. So without putting the two pieces that were 3D'd on the 3D printer, the holes line up. So check it out, I got these filed down on the each ends so that it can go into the terminal nice and smooth. So let me just show you here. I'm not going to put it inside, but take a look. That negative terminal goes nice and flush, and also the positive terminal nice and flush. You see it there? It's in between the two raised ends. So what I also did was I soldered the insides of the crimp. So it's a good solid contact. Now we're going to put this all together. So I got the back plate of the 3D print job. You know, it's the screw portions on the top. We're going to route. Remember, the positive is always on the left when you're looking at this. It's also labeled on the terminal itself. So it says red plus. You can't make that mistake. If you do, you're screwed. All right, so route that through. And we need to get that Molex into that slot and push it down. I think this is the hardest part right here, is getting this in. It's a really tight fit. Kind of cut in at an angle. Okay. Yeah, you got to work your way up and down. Make sure both sides are on. Okay, I felt it. Push down on it. Once you push down on it, it's nice and snug. All right, here's a closer look. You see the ends. You see the lip. Right there. It's nice and flush. And then you pushed it down. Okay, and the top. You can see where you can screw in. The nut goes into the back portion. Alright, let me show you the red says plus. See that? The red, it's on the left side, it says plus, and then the black, it's on the right side. And looking at it from this angle. Okay, from this point on, it's easy peasy. You got your, let me see, did I lose that thing already? Did I lose a nut? I better not. I'll be searching for that nut for all day. There's supposed to be a nut on the back end. Oh, there it is. Let me see if I can focus in there. So there is a nut that's already inside the 3D print. I thought it fell out. I was looking for it. So we're going to connect this. Okay. Nice and snug. It doesn't have to be super tight. Almost finished. And then we'll turn it on for the first time. Kind of crazy, huh? I bought a new radio and haven't even turned it on. First thing I did was this modification. And it's being documented, so Yaesu, if my radio is being repaired, Yaesu said, you modified it before you even turned it on. Your warranty is void. Now you're going to pay all this extra charges. Nah, I think I'm good. There it is. Okay, remember that was correction. That was black is your negative, and then it says red, and that's positive, and red means danger, positive. 13.8 volts. So I did file both sides so it would be centered, and I don't need a washer. Okay, just nice and snug, not super tight. I forgot about this. Let's test for continuity, make sure red goes to red and the black goes to the negative. So let's test. Here's the red post going to the red power pole. Continuity is good. And now I'm going to go to the red to the black of the power pole. It's good. Testing the red to the shield. That's good. And then red post to the frame. That's good. That's satisfactory. Now let's do the ground, the negative. So we're on the negative to the negative power pole. Satisfactory. To the antenna, shielding. To the frame. To the circuit board. Alright, everything's good. When I say circuit board, the screws of the circuit board that's connected to the chassis. Everything is A-OK. Goes in nice and smooth. I'll start with the back plate. Put all these 4 screws in, and then the 2 on the sides. Nice and snug. No need to over torque them. You're gonna ask me, man, how long is this going to take? Well, me doing this, taking your time, making sure you measure twice, cut once, or did they say measure 3 times, cut it once, so you don't have to redo it all over again. It takes a while. So here is the connection that I made. This is 30 amp fuses here with 10 gauge wires. I'm connecting it to my my power supply and making the connections now. And this is my first time turning on the Yaesu FT-891 after doing the power modification, the power pole mod. Do I have to hold it down? Okay, I didn't push it long enough. There you go, folks. It is working. I saw the voltage. It read 14.0 voltage. I'll turn it off. .0 volts. Cool beans, guys. Wow. It took a while to do the mod. It's because I'm documenting this for you guys and taking my sweet time, being safe with regards to the polarity of the power, the length, and cut it exactly where I want it to be cut. But it works. And some folks use 14 gauge wires. I decided, because since the original Yaesu power cable is the 10 gauge, I wanted to keep it the same. Yeah, but the Molex had 2 power sources going in were 14 volts, but might as well just go ahead and do a 10 gauge. When I say 14 volts, I meant 14 gauge. But anyways, there it is, guys. It is done. It powers up fine. I'm brand new to the Yaesu community. I used to own the 991, and I have a few videos. If you haven't seen the link, I'll post it above, and also the Yaesu FT, what did they call it? FT-101 MP. I forget what the nomenclatures were. But my name is Darren. My ham radio call sign is N4VFR. And if you're new to my channel, please consider to subscribe. Thank you for Jason, I think his call was N0BOY, for making and providing the GitHub of those profiles for the 3D printers. So giving him the credit. Appreciate it, guys. 73s, and y'all have a great day.